What's up guys, welcome to another video. If you guys have been following my channel recently, you'll probably know that I'm starting to actually modify my own Acura NSX. Going to be doing some suspension mods, hopefully some brakes at some point, and just really turning the car into what I originally envisioned it to be when I bought it back in 2017. But the question is, what mods should I get for the car? I don't want to choose mods that I won't be happy with long term. That's where this 1994 NSX comes into play. Owned by my friend Derek, this car has a host of high quality modifications that make it livable on the street as well as a track weapon. I'll put the full mod list in the video description, but a few key things to point out here. JRZ RS Pro two-way adjustable dampers, really high-end suspension, RFY V1 exhaust, Comptech headers, Science of Speed 275 clutch with a lightweight flywheel. Perhaps most importantly, this has the JDM 5-speed shortened gear set with the Type R 4.4 final drive. So let's go for a drive and see how this NSX feels. So the question is, does this particular set of modifications actually enhance the NSX driving experience without detracting too much from its daily drivability? Ultimately, this car in stock form was designed as a grand touring vehicle, not so much an all-out track weapon. Gotta love that RFY exhaust. It has such a guttural growl to it. It's loud at high RPM, but it doesn't drone, which is really nice. It maintains the daily drivability of the car. Man, this 5-speed JDM gear set, definitely a game changer. Now I can actually use the power band of this car. It really comes on around 5,000 RPM where the VTEC kicks in and then pulls all the way to 8,000, and in the USDM gear set you just don't get to rev it out much except in second gear. Man, this suspension, so good. Gives you so much control in the corners and handles the bumps super well, but it's not harsh. Excellent damping. Also, Stoptech ST40 big brake kit on this thing. Far improved braking performance and feel over the stock underpowered brakes. Easy to heel toe. This is an NSX brought into the 21st century. Man, the combination of suspension and short gears, that's what makes this car feel so much more alive than my stock USDM. So good. So good. Really utilize that power band now in this thing. I don't have to be in second gear everywhere and still be out of the VTEC range. What a car. Excuse the silence, I'm just having too much fun. So confidence inspiring now. The suspension, brakes, and gearing. Oh my gosh. Gotta love that manual steering rack as well. And despite having some aftermarket 17 and 18-inch wheels with sticky RT 660 track tires, the steering is not overly heavy. Feels just right. Gives me that precise control as well as tons of feedback through that manual rack. If I had one gripe, it's just that the manual rack just a little bit too slow. I would actually be okay with a little more weight in the rack if it was a little bit quicker, so I get through these corners with less steering input. Easy to heel toe. Mid-engine balance for days. And from inside the car, it's actually pretty well insulated. Not an excessive amount of road noise or exhaust drone. But watch this. If I lower the windows a little bit, really makes the exhaust come to life. Now that is the sound of my people. It is the sound of the VTEC gods. Man, this is an excellent, excellent modified NSX. Perfect example of what can be done to an NA1 that has some miles on it. I mean, almost 137,000 miles, but it's really been refreshed and brought into a modern level of performance with the mods that Derek has done. The key things to call out again, the JRZ RS Pro coilovers, JDM short gears, Stoptech ST40 big brakes. Those three things really make this car come alive. What an amazing driving experience. It's getting me amped up to modify my NSX now. More to come on that. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow Derek's build with this car, I'll link his Instagram in the video description. See you guys in the next video.